Switch. And everything. And switch to the water. Okay, so this time when we switch, we're gonna switch the other way. Ready? Switch. He lives in you. I don't see you grooving. Switch.
You got this, you got this.
Ooh, 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 ooh. Ooh, ooh, ooh. Ooh, ooh, ooh. Ooh, 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 ooh. Ooh, 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 ooh. I wish I knew how it would feel to be free. I wish I could break all the chains holding me. I wish I could say all the things that I should say. Say them loud and say them clear for the whole round world to hear. I wish I could share all the love that's in my heart. Remove all the bars that would keep us apart. I wish you could know what it means to be me. Then you'll see and agree that every man should be free. I wish you could know what it means to be me. Then you see and agree that every man should be free. Let's go. Ooh, 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 ooh. Ooh, ooh, ooh. Ooh, ooh, ooh. Ooh, 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 ooh. Ooh, ooh, ooh. Ooh, ooh, ooh.
So clap one time if you hear me. Clap one time if you hear me. Clap 2 times if you hear me. Clap 2 times if you hear me. Welcome, welcome, welcome to Bridge the Gap College Prep's Vines and Visions Virtual Gala. I'm so happy that you can join us this evening. My name is William Cole Woods, and I will be your MC for this evening. So as a current board director and former program director, I am so happy, and I have the honor and privilege to be here with you this evening to share the story of our incredible scholars and the community that surrounds them. So I realize that while most of you are familiar with Bridge the Gap College Prep, there are many of you who are tuning in from across the country, hearing about us for the very first time. So let me give you an overview of what Bridge the Gap College Prep is. So Bridge the Gap College Prep is located in Marin County, just over the Golden Gate Bridge from San Francisco. Now, if Marin County was the street, Marin City is our home. Marin City is a profoundly resilient and tight-knit community filled with love, support, spirit, and hope. And yet our community still experiences educational and economic inequities amid a historically wider and more affluent surrounding county. And this year, our scholars who already face challenges reaching their full potential have been faced with new obstacles to overcome. But in response to COVID-19 and school closures, we've opened our center as a learning hub to provide our high school scholars with Wi-Fi access, tutoring support, and a safe space to attend virtual classes. But that's not all. We've increased our individualized tutoring support for our elementary scholars and provided meals, as well as strengthened our collaborations with our local schools and community partners to have the greatest impact on all scholars. So we've done a lot, and we celebrate that, but we have so much more to do for our Marin City community and our youth. But tonight, you'll hear stories of adaptability and determination. And you'll have the opportunity to bid on some incredible auction items and donate in support of our scholars. And know that with your help, we will ensure that Marin City youth stay on the pathways to college, even during this challenging time. So I thank you, and I know you're going to enjoy what we have in store for you this evening. And as always, our dynamically engaging fundraiser for this evening is none other than longtime Vines and Visions auctioneer, and in my opinion, he's the best I've ever seen. Let's give it up for Greg Coroa. Greg, take it away.
Thank you, William. I appreciate it. And let's not tell anybody I'm the only auctioneer he's ever seen, right? But no, seriously, thank you, William. It's an honor to be in studio with you tonight. And I know I speak for everyone on the Vines and Vision team when I say it is great to see so many of you logging on to watch tonight's show. We miss seeing you in person. And though we might not be in the same room together, we can still have the same impact together. We can still make great things happen for the amazing youth of Bridge the Gap College Prep. In order to do that, though, you need to make sure that you are registered for our bidding and giving platform. So get out your cell phone, your laptop, borrow the iPad back from the kids for a few minutes, whatever it is, get on over to vinesandvision.ggo.bid. You can see it on screen right below me right there. vinesandvision.ggo.bid. That is where you make pledges in our Fund a Future. That is where you bid on our slate of auction items. Again, vinesandvision.ggo.bid. Click on Get Started, and this might sound crazy, but get started. Seriously, our live auction already open. You already are being outbid by other bidders, and there are some great lots still hanging out in the wind too. Lot 102, the cocktail making garden party at Pizza D'Angelo, it's a buy-in party. There's room for 20, and currently, last time I looked, there are 15 spots available. Our auction chair, Sasha Larson, she purchased a pair, so you know she and John are going to be there, which means it's going to be a hoot. So go, get started, start bidding now. I know that we are going to make some incredible things happen for Bridge the Gap tonight. I know it. And I know that we have a great show lined up for you. Here to tell you more about it is William.
Thanks, Greg. So before I turn it over to our executive director, Lisa Raphael, I must acknowledge Lisa's ability to step in as executive director during a pandemonium. I recognize, Lisa, we all recognize the humongous challenge it's been to pretty much go through this process with you and all educators faced with these challenges across the country. And we know that this year has been anything but easy. But with that said, we thank you. We thank you for leading with such compassion, empathy, and determination. And you're ensuring the commitment to our youth and the Marin City community is ever present. You've done a marvelous job with steering the ship during these tumultuous times, and we look forward to the journey ahead with you as our captain. So with that being said, please welcome Lisa Raphael.
Thank you, William, our amazing MC. Every day, I have the privilege of working with the community in and around Marin City in support of its youth. These are young people who have their whole lives ahead of them. And tonight, we celebrate these students, our staff, volunteers, and partners with a focus on their resilience and adaptability in a year like no other. A year that pushed all of us to dig deeper and come together to do better work than ever before. We've found ways to meet the academic, social, and emotional needs of our students by working creatively to overcome and remove the barriers. I would like to thank the following people who make our daily work possible and successful, and who helped bring this essential virtual fundraising event to life. I wish we could have you stand and you'd hear a whole room of people applauding for you. A huge thank you to the co-founders of Bridge the Gap College Prep, Bob Hunter, Denny Brousseau, and the late Pastor Fred Small. Our chair for this event, Sasha Larson. Board member and Advisory Council President, Bonnie Brown. The Vines and Vision Event Steering Committee, Ann Swart, Catherine Kennedy, Heidi Altree, and Maggie Woodward. Linda Stiles, our Vines and Vision graphic designer, our Board of Directors, our Advisory Council, our dedicated tutors and volunteers, our fantastic teachers and staff, all of our community partners, the Bayside MLK Academy, Willow Creek Academy, and Tam High School staff and administrators, and finally our hardworking, fabulous students and their families. And now please unmute yourselves for a big round of applause for all. Thank you. We have a great event for you and exciting auction items ahead. I hope you find this evening's event meaningful and enjoyable. Thank you.
Thank you, Lisa, and I couldn't agree with you more. Tonight is definitely going to be meaningful and enjoyable. Up next, you will hear from one of our high school students who I had the pleasure of connecting with her 8th grade year, and also had the pleasure of teaching her for 2 whole months as a program director. And now 4 years later, she's continuing to blossom into a beautifully intelligent and driven young woman. I welcome to your screens, Nimai Hamari.
Hello, my name is Nimai Hamari. I'm a senior at TAM. I play varsity softball and I am the president of the Asian American Pacific Islander Club. I've been going to Bridge the Gap College Prep for 7 years now. Going to TAM from MLK Academy was a very hard transition for me, socially and academically. I went from an honor student in middle school to a struggling, confused freshman. Bridge the Gap has provided me with amazing tutoring and a space to focus and do my work. By dedicating so much time on studying and doing homework, I'm thriving in high school today, thanks to Bridge the Gap. I really wouldn't be here without this program. This program always surprises me. They go out of their way to do more for us. For example, Ms. Vorsanger, my class dean, has helped me tremendously with college applications and more. She always checks up on me and is always there whenever I literally need anything. She's the best. Bridge the Gap really wants to help. They push you, but you also need to find it in yourself that you do want to learn, you do want to be successful, you do want to work hard, and with that drive and mindset, Bridge the Gap will provide you with all the resources you need, and together you can make it out. Everyone at Bridge the Gap is family, from the deans to tutors to volunteers. They're so amazing. We all crack jokes together. I've always joked around that Bridge the Gap is the cause of my weight gain due to the really good food. Today, during this pandemic, Bridge the Gap has provided me and other students with a safe place where I can work and be on Zoom, which has truly been so helpful. If it wasn't for the Learning Hub, I would probably have so many missing assignments and not be able to focus in class. Thank you, Bridge the Gap, from volunteers to anyone who's helped with this program. I really truly wish Bridge the Gap was a program that was provided to all children of the world. Bridge the Gap helps me thrive. I'm hoping to go to college in Hawaii or Southern California to study marine biology and research ways to help the Earth from climate change and to protect our oceans. Bridge the Gap has been a huge part of my academic success, and I hope to make you all proud.
Nehemiah, from me to you, you are a gift and a source for inspiration. And I know you said you don't know where you'd be without Bridge the Gap College Prep, but honestly, I don't know where Bridge the Gap would be without students like you and all of our scholars. I just want to say again, thank you for sharing your words with the world and why Bridge the Gap means so much. Bridge the Gap College Prep means so much to you. And I can't wait to see what you have in store and how you're going to continue achieving your goals. Now, our next speaker is definitely that teacher I wish I had when I was 3 years old. So Ashley Ellington is no stranger to Bridge the Gap College Prep nor to the Vines and Vision stage. Starting as a member of Bridge the Gap College Prep's inaugural class of 1995, Ashley now serves as a fellow Bridge the Gap College Prep board member. Not to mention, Ashley has led fundraisers with her amazing voice. She's also tutored in our evening program, and she continues to be one of our proudest supporters and alumni. Now that she is a new mama to a beautiful baby boy, checking off Bridge the Gap parent is surely to be next on her Bridge the Gap bucket list. So it is my pleasure to welcome to the Vines and Visions virtual stage for the second time around, Ashley Ellington.
Hello, my name is Ashley Ellington, and I am honored to tell you a bit of my history with Bridge the Gap College Prep. Growing up, my mother, my brother, and I lived in a small 2-bedroom apartment in San Rafael. My mom worked as a nurse with long hours. My brother and I spent a lot of time in Marin City because my grandmother, our church, and my uncle were in Marin City. My mother tried her hardest to provide for us, despite her struggles with addiction to crack cocaine, trying to raise 2 kids and working. You can't imagine that back then, my home life was not the best. Fortunately, for a long time, school was my solace. My favorite period in school was lunch. That was when I got to see my friends, socialize, bond over the subject that we enjoyed, and exchange notes. It was the period of the day that gave me the strength to finish out the rest of the school day. Even though I loved going to school for the previously stated reasons, school did not always love me back. The educational system in Marin County did not want to see me, a poor minority student, win. I was teased, I was placed in remedial classes that I didn't need. I was told I had anger issues when I was just trying to defend myself. I was even told that I should think about going to vocational school because I would never make it to college. Even though I endured some very tough situations, I needed school. I needed an education. I needed the meals. I needed my friends and the few nice teachers that did care. Bridge the Gap was also my solace. Even though I had to continue with homework and studying, I was surrounded by the same vibes that I got at lunchtime. I was surrounded by friends and tutors, and there was that sense of togetherness with the goal to do well in school and go to college. Through Bridge the Gap, I learned to strive for the many doors that college could open. The hope of college was so important to me because it meant that I could change my circumstances. My mother never talked about college. My tutor, Ellen Roseman, told me all about her time at college. She went to the University of Nevada at Reno, and she was the president of her sorority, Tri Delta. She was a showgirl to pay her way through school. And wow, did she have a story to tell. She told me how school was hard for her. She told me about how she at times needed a tutor to help her through her studies as well. She told me about being a flight attendant with World Airways and the hardships that she had navigating getting her master's while flying all over the world and raising 3 girls on her own. Her stories of adversity and triumph made me feel like I was not alone in my struggles. It helped me to be motivated in school and all other parts of my life as well. Learning about her life, hardships, and successes honestly made me realize that we all struggle with something. And when those around us lift us up and make us feel seen and heard, we can persevere. She was there together with me through my academic journey from kindergarten all the way to college graduation. When my mom went into drug rehab in 2001, she was there for me. She took me into her home for 1.5 years. She advocated for me, laughed with me, and cried with me. A lot of things changed in my life, but Bridge the Gap College Prep was consistent. Ellen was consistent. This organization helped me through being counted out, through foster care, and eventually obtaining a college degree with lots of encouragement and book scholarships. Even though the educational gap is projected to become wider due to the pandemic, especially with public schools being closed while the private schools are open, Bridge the Gap is doing the work to make sure our students have an equitable chance at success and happiness. The students that Bridge the Gap serves typically do not have the opportunity to join the school pods that have become popular in Marin County through this pandemic. But they do have this organization with the tutors and teachers with big hearts, just like my Ellen. There is still Bridge the Gap College Prep. Though the world has pretty much come to a standstill, Bridge the Gap College Prep is moving as much as it can to get its students through these tough times. I cannot say that I have ever navigated coursework and studying through a pandemic, but I do know what it's like to have a parent who was an essential worker and being home while they are working. I know what it's like caring for siblings, cooking meals, and being expected to do a long list of chores while having a pile of coursework to complete. I know what it's like to need motivation and encouragement to get me through the hours of homework. I know what it's like to need programs like free lunch at school and the meals provided by Bridge the Gap to get me through the day, sometimes even the week. I also know what it feels like when those services are not available. I know that what I can speak to about my life is a lot like what current Bridge the Gap College Prep students are dealing with now. Though Bridge the Gap looks very different from when I was a student going through the program, the mission and goals are still the same, if not better. The love and the support is still here. The feeling that there is a village of people who want to see you reach your goals and do better is still here. The feeling of togetherness and knowing that you are not going at it alone is still here. From partnering with the community to provide food to our students and their families in need, to Zoom cooking nights delivering care packages and Christmas gifts, setting up learning hubs for students who need that space away from home to continue to reach their educational goals and dreams. Bridge the Gap is doing all that we can to help our students. This organization is filled with great people who teach our students to believe in themselves and their future, just like I learned. This is so important during this time when it is hard to find the will and strength to get through the Zoom classes and to get through not being able to see your friends at school or in program. I would like to say thank you to the tutors who log into Zoom and show up for the kids that they tutor. Thank you to the Bridge the Gap College Prep teachers for trying their hardest to make sure that the students they serve have the tools they need academically to get through their lessons while at home and in the learning hubs. Thank you to the Advisory Council for their hard work delivering packages for the different Zoom events and working so hard to uplift the students and the teachers. Thank you to the students for showing up for yourselves, pushing through, asking for help, and fighting for the education that you deserve. I am so proud to be a part of Bridge the Gap. There were so many obstacles that I could have let overshadow my life in education. Bridge the Gap helped me to not give up, to persevere despite those obstacles. Today, I can call myself a teacher, a homeowner, a mother, a board member, a world traveler, and much more. All of these titles and milestones I would not have reached on my own. Bridge the Gap, my village, gave me the strength to rise above adversity. I am hopeful that together, we all can continue to close the educational gap that our students are experiencing, and that they will continue to rise above their adversity as well. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Ashley. I have two more titles to add to your list: inspiration and motivational speaker. Thank you for sharing your story with us. We appreciate you. Everyone watching at home, we're coming up on your time to shine, because education and mentorship, these are the two keys to success for any youth who wants to attend college. And these are the foundation of Bridge the Gap College Prep's service and success. And in just a few moments, we're going to focus on our Fund a Future in earnest. We're going to see another incredible video by Tyler Norwood, who made this year's Fund a Future video. And if you've been coming to the in-person Vines and Vision, you've been watching Tyler's videos for our Fund a Futures for years. Thank you again, Tyler. But all of you watching at home, make sure you are registered to participate. You can see the URL below me on screen right now, vinesandvision.ggo.bid. Again, vinesandvision.ggo.bid, because for more than 25 years, Bridge the Gap College Prep has worked to ensure every Marin City youth has the support they need to complete high school and graduate from college. The current crisis has made this work more important than ever. Access to technology, distance learning, these have created a massive divide in the world of education. The gap that we are here to bridge has never been more evident. The past year may have been a challenge for all of us, but especially so for our Bridge the Gap students. They have worked harder than ever to maintain their grades. They have worked harder than ever to keep up with their schoolwork during this pandemic. So tonight, we're asking you to work harder, to pledge higher than ever to support them. Like always, we have a variety of levels at which you can make a pledge. Some generous donors have come through at $25,000, and you can step up and match them at $25,000 as well. $10,000, $5,000, $2,500, $1,000, $500, all the way on down. I guarantee personally that there is a level that matches your capacity with your commitment, because if you do not see a level that you like, just enter a custom amount. Every pledge makes a difference. Every pledge helps a Marin City youth on their journey to success in life. If you were to pledge $10,000, for example, $10,000 could provide college scholarships for 4 students attending a 4-year university and 4 students attending community college. $5,000 is a very special number for us tonight because the program costs per student per year are $5,000. Every time you pledge $5,000, you are empowering one student for a full year. And it's not just the big pledges. Every pledge makes a difference. $500 could provide 2 years of educational supplies for one 4th to 12th grade student. Every pledge makes a difference in the life of a Marin City youth, just like you're about to see in this video.
COVID-19, it's when you have to be 6 feet away. It makes you not breathe. Well, people get sick. It's a short way to say coronavirus.
So when the pandemic hit and it became clear that kids were going to be out of school for a while, we knew we had to act quickly.
It was so hard for me because I didn't have no help.
At home is really nobody telling you you can't play your game or be on your phone.
Watch YouTube videos, it goes on and on like a routine.
It was really traumatizing at first.
We knew that for some high school students, it wasn't going to work for them to Zoom all day from their homes. And so we opened our hub.
It's just like normal school, but even better, you get one-on-one help.
Coming to Bridge the Gap and just opening doors into being more social just really changed me.
I used to be silent, but now I actually ask for help.
And the other part of the story is there are students who have gone almost like missing.
I know kids that, have bad mental health because COVID-19 and quarantine.
As in a lot of kids now aren't doing as well because of the circumstances that they're in and conditions that they're in now. They aren't doing as well as they were. And it was like that with me at first. I didn't have a place.
I wasn't getting my schoolwork done because I didn't have the resources.
Bridge the Gap, it really makes a difference. It's the closest thing we got to an actual classroom, and I'm very thankful for Bridge the Gap.
There are things that need to be in place for a kid to be able to focus on school. And what the pandemic has caused is an erosion of all of that. It sort of has taken a public school system and again divided it into who has resources to make that system work and who doesn't.
If you need any help with anything, they're always there.
When you have a supportive teacher, it feels like to me I am okay.
I just gotta say thank you, and I appreciate all the help that I've been given, because I don't know where I would be if it wasn't for Bridge the Gap.
There is no excuse for us to do anything except make it possible for every child to leave college and head off into a career where they can earn enough to support a family and help their community. We have the staff, we have the expertise, we have 25 years of having done this successfully, and we're looking forward to 25 more.
And that 25 more starts right now with you. That is why we are here tonight. It's our turn to shine. The pledges have been coming in, but before we get to the rest of them, I have a very special announcement. Bonnie and Lee Kirkpatrick are kicking off our appeal tonight with a $25,000 pledge. We thank you, Bonnie and Lee. Woohoo! Does anyone else out there wish to ensure that 5 or 6 students will succeed on the pathway to college? Does anyone else want to pledge $25,000 tonight? It's a big ask, but big times call for big leaps of faith to clear this gap and bridge the gap for all the students of Marin City. We appreciate you, Bonnie and Lee. We appreciate all the pledges that have been coming in. Mrs. Kathy J. Williams kicked us off at $1,000. Abby Harrell pledged $250. Hallie Marshall pledged $2,500. $2,500. And $2,500 funds 4 campus visits per year for our students. $2,500 is a meaningful number because it's important to see that college campuses aren't some alien ground where our students aren't going to fit in and belong. We need to get them there to see them, and we appreciate it. Kristen Dombrowski pledges $300. We appreciate you. Shelley Brown and Ruthie Mutafian pledged $10,000. Kevin Johnson pledged $10,000. Keep those pledges coming. Cheryl Finley in for $2,000. Denny and Rick Brusou pledged $10,000. Kim Keckheffer pledged $10,000. Leanna Buttles pledged $1,000. Keep those pledges coming. Keep those pledges coming. Julie Feldstein pledged $100. Every $100 is important. Every $100 provides supplies. Catherine Reese Kennedy pledged $15,000. Paul R. pledged $10,000. We don't need to see all R your name, but for us to appreciate you. Laura Cox and Jay Cohen pledged $10,000. Keep those pledges coming. Keep those pledges coming. Michael Stallone pledged $250. Ann Swart on the committee for years in for $10,000. Kathy E. Cole pledged $1,000. Keep the Ben Jacoby, one student for a full year, $5,000. Thank you, Ben. Noelle Montgomery pledges $5,000. Another student for one full year. Janet Hunter pledges $1,000. And $1,000 provides healthy meals, snacks, and transportation to Bridge the Gap college students for a full year. As Melissa Henney pledges $2,000. And the Larson Family Charitable Trust pledged $10,000. Nate and Carol Grossman pledged $1,000. Jenny Pang and Michael Grant pledged $2,000. Keep those pledges coming. Emily Grossman and Daniel Philpott pledged $1,000. Mr. Stephen Jensen in for $5,000. Michelle Sarti pledged $1,000. Keep those pledges coming. Dennis and Pam Joyce pledged $2,500. Keep those pledges coming. Yes, $2,500 for colleges. Bonnie Brown and Joe Gervais pledged $5,000. Keep those pledges coming. Yes, we're doing great work, everybody. Great work. Don't slow down. Don't stop now. We go back and we say we appreciate all the pledges that came in before we got our show going. Going to scroll down here. Give me a second. Julie Bose pledged $500. Bettina Stewie pledged $250. Tracy Houghton pledged $1,000. Alec Lee pledged $500. Julie Monroe pledged $250. Julie Feldstein pledged $100. Lydia Arellano pledged $100. Miss Elizabeth Rice Grossman pledged $1,000. Lisa Raffel, our own ED, coming in at $500. Keep those pledges coming. Maggie Woodward pledged $2,500. Yes, yes, yes. Keep those pledges. Ashley Hurd in for $500. Alec Lee pledged $500. Susan Garrity, taking advantage of the custom amount, pledged $4,000. Thank you, Susan. We appreciate you. Keep those pledges coming, everybody. Every pledge makes a difference. Every pledge makes a difference, and every pledge helps students at Marin Cities. Mary Thompson is in for $1,000. Every pledge makes a difference. $250. We could not do what we do without our amazing, caring, and dedicated volunteers, mentors, and teachers. Every time you pledge $250, helps us continue to recruit and train the best volunteers, as Libby Tracy pledges $1,000 so our students can benefit. Carolina Martin pledges $500 from the power of one-on-one mentorship. You heard Ashley talk about the relationship with Ellen. Ellen took that to the next level, as do all of our mentors. It's someone who believes in the students is what we're always looking for. Kelly Scannell pledges $1,500. Keep those pledges coming. You know what we haven't seen? We haven't seen a lot of $100 pledges tonight. And that's great. We appreciate you all making big pledges, big pledges. And every time we've been in person, I think all of us have seen, we remember that moment. We have a very special announcement at the $100 level tonight. Everybody who makes a $100 pledge, so if you've already pledged some other amount, you want to get in on this, pledge $100 right now. Every time you pledge $100, you will be entered into a drawing to win a weekend getaway at Cavallo Point. It's 2 nights, 3 days. It's the ideal staycation you deserve, especially after this last year we've all been through. If you've already made a $100 pledge, you are automatically entered, but everybody who makes a $100 pledge right now will be entered. If you want to enter more than once, then just mash that $100 button as Mary Corper Allen pledges $500. Laura Cox in for $100. Deborah and Jonathan Goldman pledge $100. Paul R. in again for $100. Laura Cox in again at $100. Ashley Marie Ellington in for $100. Lydia Arellano is in for $100. Laura in for another $100. Jay Calhoun in for $100. Ben Jacoby in for $100. Sasha Larson in for $100. Leanna Buttles in for $100. Ben Jacoby pledges $100. Kim Kirkula pledges $100. Christy Swildens pledges $100. Jenny Pang and Michael Grant in for $100. Becca Grossman, Kim Kecker, Fritz and Susan Zimmer pledge $1,000. We should just count them 10 times. Kevin Johnson in for $100. Leanna Buttles in for $100. Kim Kuckheifer in again for $100. Susan Friend in for $100. Bonnie Brown in for $100. Libby Tracy in for $100. William Cole Woods in for $100. Marissa Daniels in for $100. Stephen Jensen in for $100. Sasha Larson in again for $100. Bonnie Brown in again. Maggie Woodward in again. Keep those pledges coming. Every time you pledge $100, you're entered in to get that getaway. As Ben Jacoby pledges another $100. Stephen Jensen in for $100. Garner Swan pledges $250. Missy and Artie Del Negro in for $1,000. Count them 10 times. Cheryl Finley in for $100. Carolina Martin in for $100. Alec Lee in for $100. Marcus Robinson, I see you, Marcus, buyer of cookies, in for $100. Valerie Babkin in for $100. Denise Brousseau in for $100. Suzanne Friend in for $100. Becca Grossman in for $100. Keep those pledges coming. Julie Monroe in for another $100 as well. Becca Grossman in for another $100. Yes, keep them coming. Keep them coming. Keep those $100 pledges coming. There's no limit to the number of times you can enter this drawing. As Jenny Pang and Michael Grant pledge $100 as well. Stephen Jensen in for $100. Christine Lund, new bidder, welcome in for $100. Kim Kekhefer in for $100. Keep those $100 pledges coming. And here, Ben Jacoby in for another $100 as well. Here's the thing. We're Mark Heyman in for $100. Alec Neal in for $100. Kristen Dombrowski in for $100. Everybody on the team is in for $100. Doing great work, everybody. Here's what we're going to... Kim Kekhefer in again. Sarah J. Kaysen in again. Michael Stallone writing in for $100. Leanna Buttles in for $100. Vicky Strotz in for $100. Sarah J. Kaysen in for $100. Maggie Woodward in for another $100 as well. Jack Collins, Evan Neal, Rachel Carlin, Susan Pearlston, Lisa Rafael, Dennis and Pam Joyce, all in for $100. Keep Sasha Larson in again. Judith Epstein, Kate Woodward, keep it going. It's like, this is the most fun I've had in the studio since we've been doing these virtual things. Ben Jacoby in for $100. Let's go. Mark Heyman, really feeling the spirit, in for $2,500. Thank you, Mark. Rock on. Leanna Buttles in for $100. Judith Epstein in for $100. Hallie Marshall in for $100. Leanna Buttles in again. Jack Collins in again. Libby Tracy in again. Allison Ann Von Luckham in for $500. Nate and Carol Grossman in for $100. Keep those pledges coming, everybody. Stephen Jensen in for $100. Catherine Reese Kennedy in for $100. Judith Epstein in for $100. Kathy Reed in for $100 as well. Shelley Brown and Ruthie Matafian in again at $100. Woo! Okay, here's what we're going to do. Every $100 you've just pledged, Kathy Cole in again for $100. Every $100 you pledge. And I didn't even mention the fact that we've got a generous donor who's matching every one of your $100 pledges. I got so caught up in it as Garner Swan pledges $250. Every $100 pledge tonight is getting doubled as Missy and Artie Del Negro pledge $1,000. So all those $100 pledges, Cheryl Finley, I see your $100. Good to see you, Cheryl. Everybody who donated, as Carolina Martin pledges $100. It entered into the raffle and have your pledges doubled. Alec Lee pledged $100. We're going to hit, we had that donation. Marcus Robinson in again at $100. Mary Thompson, Ben Jacoby, Julie Monroe, Kathy Reed, Catherine Reith Kennedy, Adam Hodge, all in at $100. Amazing work. You've hit, so we had a challenge grant. You did Dennis Brousseau in for $100. You didn't even really need the challenge grant because you're all so motivated. Well, A, you want to support Bridge the Gap, and B, I think we all kind of want to get out of the house at this point, right? I think we're all a little cooped up. Is Julie Monroe in for another $100? So here's the thing. We need 12 more. 12 more pledges at $100 and we'll hit the $10,000 challenge grant. Elliot Grimshaw in for $2,000. Kim Kikaffer in for $100. That means we need 11 more at $100. Who else is going to be in for $100? Stephen Jensen in for $100. Keep them coming, keep them coming. Who else is in for $100? Christine Lund in for $100. Now we just need 10 more. 10 more to hit our goal. Sharon Aranpour pledges $1,000. Sean Cole Woods in for $100. Jane Thornton in for $100. Kristen Dombrowski, our own Kristen, in again for $100. Alec F. Neal in for $100. Keep those pledges coming. Keep those pledges coming. Mark Heyman in for $100. Whew. Michael Stallone in for $100. It's been a crazy run, crazy run. So you're doing amazing work. Let's do this. Let's come back in a little while. As Vicky Strotz, we see your $100. We'll come back in a while to announce the winner. Jack Collins, I see your $100 of our $100 Fund of Future drawing. And look, just because Evan Neal, I see your 100, we're moving on with the program, doesn't mean that you should stop making pledges. Rachel Carlin in for $100. In fact, let's make this pact. You make a pledge during the stream while we're on screen with the thermometer or not. I'll give you your propers. But right now, let's have an auction. What do you say? Because just like everything else in these amazing times in which we live, the auction's going to be a little bit different. We still have amazing auction items for you to bid on. You still get to bid on them in real time against your fellow Vines and Vision attendees. Only now you get to do it on your phone or your tablet or your iPad. So at the risk of being an auctioneer who repeats themselves, make sure you've registered at vinesandvision.ggo.bid because your competitors already have. The live auction's been open for over a day now. You are already behind the curve. In fact, we've already sold our first live lot. Marcus Robinson, I foreshadowed this, purchased the champagne and cookies for a whopping $1,000. Thank you, Marcus. We appreciate your sweet tooth and your commitment to bridge the gap. I appreciate you setting the bar high for the live auction because for the rest of you, now is the time to get bidding. 2 words about bidding on Greater Giving. When an item closes, it closes. There is no opening it back up. There's no making accommodations for last second bids, so do not wait until the last second to bid. There are some upsides to bidding on Greater Giving, including Max. Max is my favorite. Max is my best friend. You just set an auto bid. Max bids on your behalf up to your maximum bid. Sniper trying to steal the lot from you at the last second? Max takes care of you. Want to spend the auction drinking, texting your friends, but still win every auction lot? Max has your back. And with that, let's start our auction tonight with lot number 1, the Champagne Kickoff. We'll kick the auction off like we always do with a bottle of bubbly and a good time. The winning bidder is going to have this magnum of Laurent Perrier Rosé delivered to you so you can raise a toast to Bridge the Gap College Prep or whatever strikes your fancy. And I think we've all found more and more reasons to pop open a bottle of champagne these days. And the bidding on this, Marcus kicking us off everywhere. Marcus kicked us off at $250, and then Catherine Reese Kennedy bid $300, and Ashley Sternfels is currently bid $350, and now we're at 4. Looking for 4. Go 4. Bid 4. Ashley's in at $350 looking for 4. Go 4. Bid 4. We're on lot number 1, the Champagne Kickoff. It's currently at $350 looking for a bid of 4. Go 4. Bid 4. Bid 4. If you haven't found the auction yet, you have to go 1. Just click the arrow out of the Fund of Future, go back 1 to the main page, and then click on Champagne Kickoff, and you'll see it's currently at $350 looking for a bid of 4. Go 4. Sasha in at $400, now $450. Go $450. Bid $450 and $450. Sasha's bid $450 looking to Ashley or Catherine or Marcus to get back in, or anybody else who has an inkling for some champagne to get back in at $450. Wouldn't it be nifty now? Bid $450 now. Wouldn't it be nifty now? Bid $450 now. Wouldn't it be nifty now? Bid $450. Yes, no, maybe so. The champagne's going to get away from you if you don't let it know that you want in. Sasha's in at $400 looking for a bid of $450. Then here's what we're going to do. We'll establish a truth for all of us to live by. If you haven't yet made a bid, but you've been waiting for the last second, if you didn't use the auto bid feature and you've been waiting for the last second, then we're going to define that last second for you by putting up a countdown timer. We'll do this on all the lots tonight. So you've got 20 seconds left to bid on lot number 1. This is your last chance. If you're waiting for the last second, then we're going to define it for you very clearly as Marcus jumps in, and now we're looking for the next bid. Yes, as there's 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, yes, no, maybe so, fair warning, or off we go. Last chance for you to bid, and sold. Lot number 1 is sold, which gonna bring us to, of course, lot number 2. Lot number 2 this evening is a journey to the Far East. 10 people enjoy a fantastic feast in the most intimate, exclusive setting, your house. Robert, well-beloved of Magnolia Kitchen and Beetle Nut, will come to your house, bring everything he needs, prepare a 4-course feast, each course paired with the perfect beverage: beer, sake, Paymarin wines. You can see the sample menu on the bidding page, and it is spectacular. If there's one thing that we've learned during this pandemic, it's that we are tired of cooking for ourselves, and we miss having people over, right? The bidding on this started at $1,000. Sasha Larson kicked us off at $1,000, and then Kim Kakever bid $1,200, and then Laura Cox in at $1,400, and then Nate and Carol Grossman bid $1,600, looking for 18. 1,600 is bid now, looking for 18. Go 18, bid 18, and 18. 1,600 is bid now, looking for 18. Go 18, bid 18, and 18. 1,600 is bid, looking for 1. You all must enjoy cooking for yourselves a lot and not be tired of your own recipes yet, because $1,600, so $180, we're looking for $1,800, which is $180 a person to have a high-class, world-class chef come to your house and prepare a meal. You can't find caterers to do this, let alone world-class chefs. Bidding is at $1,600, looking for 18. Go 18, bid 18, and 18. 1,600 is bid now, looking for 18. Go 18, bid 18, and 18. 1,600 is bid, looking for 1,008. Looking for 1,008. Don't be late now, bid 18 now. 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 Don't be late now, bid 18. Fair warning to bid $1,800. Then let's throw up the countdown timer. Say there's 20 seconds left to come to your senses and realize, yes, I want to have a high-class chef come to my house. And look, you've got lots of time to use this. It's not like you have to use it in the next day or so. You can wait till things clear out a little bit. It'll be COVID safe no matter how you do it, as there's 4, 3, 2, 1, and done. Lot number 2 is sold. And that brings us to lot number 3. Warriors tickets for 4 people. This one's a perennial auction favorite, right? Speaking of things that we've missed during the pandemic, John and Sasha Larson are always huge supporters of Vines and Vision. Sasha is the auction chair this year, and once again, they are offering up their 4 seats to a Warriors home game next season. You'll have VIP parking passes, get you right into Chase Arena. You have courtside club access both before and after the game, VIP club and restaurant. Make your reservations to eat dinner before or after the game. 4 seats right behind the scorer's table for the most entertaining show in b-ball and the newest and most advanced stadium in the NBA. The bidding on this opened at $2,500. Douglas Carlston bids $2,500, and then Shelley Brown and Ruthie Mutafian bids $2,750. Then Nate and Carol Grossman bid $3,000, and then Shelley and Ruthie are in at $3,250. Shelley and Ruthie currently are leaders in the clubhouse at $3,250, looking for $35. Go 35, bid 35, and 35. $3,250 is bid now, looking for $35. Go 35, bid 35, and 35. $3,250 is bid now, looking for $35. And if you've been following sports at all this year, if you've been following what the Warriors have been doing, the Warriors have some of the most advanced safety protocols in the NBA. They have pulled out all the stops to make the fan experience at Oracle Arena a safe one, as Nate and Carol are back in at $3,500, looking for $3,750. Go $3,750, bid $3,750, and $3,750. $3,500 is bid now, looking for $3,750. And you know that John and Sasha, they're longtime Warriors fans. Oh, Nate and Carol back in at $35, now looking for $3,750. Go $3,750. John and Sasha, longtime Warriors, like they were into the Warriors before the Warriors were winning championships. Their seats are amazing. They have moved and moved and moved, and now they're right behind the scorer's table. It's hard to find seats like this, as Shelley and Ruthie are in at $3,750, now 4. Go 4, bid 4, now 4. Nate, Caro, time to jump back in. $3,750 is bid now, looking for 4, and 4. Go 4, bid 4. And And you know that Sasha and John are always the best of hosts when it comes to working with you to find a game that works, as Laura in at $4,000. Welcome back, Laura Cox. Laura bids $4,000, now $4,250. Go $4,250, bid $4,250 and $4,250. Shelly and Ruthie, or Nate and Caro, now is your chance to get back in as, Maggie, new bidder, welcome in. Maggie Woodward bids $4,250, now $45. Go $45, bid $45 and $45. $4,250 is bid, now looking for $45. Go $45, bid $45 and $45. $4,250 is bid, looking for $4,500. Keep it alive, now bid $45, now 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 keep it alive, now bid $45. Yes, no, maybe so. Fair warning, and we're going to set the timer and off we're going to go. And I get it. It's been a challenging year. Sports haven't been the highest thing, but they're coming back, and when they do, you're going to want to be there. I know with Clay out, it's been a rough year for the Dubs, but Clay's going to come back. The Dubs always manage to put themselves in good positions for trades. Next year is going to be incredible, and you're going to be right now, Maggie's going to be sitting behind the scorer's table unless somebody jumps in at the last second. We're currently at $4,250, looking for Ben Jacoby in at $4,500. Now $4,750. Go $4,750. Bid $4,750. Bid $4,750. $4,500 is bid, now looking for $4,750. But make it $5,000, and you sponsor a Bridge the Gap College prep student for 1 year. 1 year. $4,500 is bid, looking for $4,750. Wouldn't it be nifty, bid $4,750? Now, wouldn't it be nifty, bid $4,750? Had to work on all my rhymes this year, William, on much bigger numbers. $4,500 is bid, looking for $4,750. Yes, no, maybe so. Fair warning, or off we're going to go. We're going to set you got a couple, here, yeah, no, Ben's in, Maggie, Laura, Shelly, Nate, Anybody? Fair warning, then we'll set the countdown timer and go. We say, okay, 20 seconds left. Currently at 4,500, looking for, that's what it takes, right? You need a shot clock. You need a shot clock to inspire you to take the shot. You're in at 4,750, keep it alive and come bid 5. Yes, come on now, we got you as Shelly and Ruthie. And here, so now, of course, now all the last second bids are rolling in with the countdown timer. 1 and done. That concludes lot number 4. And boy, howdy, you unleashed it all at the last second there, didn't you? You all just unleashed it at the last second. So hang on a second. Okay, so the winning bidder for that was Deborah and Jonathan Goldman. Boy, howdy, you all slid in at the last second and got that one for $5,750. But wait, what's this? Okay, okay. Sasha and John, always so generous. They are offering up a second pair of tickets at the same price. If somebody else wants to buy it at $57.50, so back out, just click back on the arrow for live, and maybe you have to hit refresh, maybe you don't, but what you should see is a second Warriors package, 3A, just went live. It's got a price of $57.50. You can buy it now. I know there were a lot of second and third place bidders on this. Whoever jumps in and just clicks buy gets that right now. So, Nate, Laura, let's see, Ben, Deborah and Jonathan grabbed this, but Nate and Ben, Laura, any of you want to jump on over there and pick this up, you can grab it. And sold! Shelly Brown and Ruthie Matafian bought it as well. Thank you so much. Thank you, Sasha and John. Whew, that's a lot to juggle virtually. It's all so much fun. But deep breath, quick moment. This short break in the bidding brought to you by an auctioneer's parched throat. Lot number 4, in-home bistro, AIX dinner and wine pairing. 10 people, your house. Chef Jonathan Beard of Bistro AIX graduated with a Grand Diplôme from the Cordon Bleu in Paris, worked his way around the States, opened Bistro AIX in SF in '96, going to come to your house, entertain in the kitchen, prepare a multi-course feast of his favorite dishes paired with wines from Calistoga's Montgomery Vineyards. You're going to have an incredible meal. Start the bidding on this. The bidding on this started at $1,000. That's $100 per person. Mrs. Janet Hunter bid $1,000, and then Maggie Woodward bid $1,250, and Emily Grossman and Daniel Philpott bid $1,500. Maggie Woodward back in at $2,000. Oh, Emily Grossman and Daniel Philpott in at $2,500. Maggie bumping the bids up. Maggie's in at $3,000. Maggie's currently our leader in the club. It's at $3,000, looking for $3,250. Go $3,250. Bid $3,250 and $3,250. Maggie's in at $3,000, looking for $3,250 to have the in-home Bistro AX dinner and wine pairing. Great looking chef, gonna cook a great looking meal, pair it with amazing wines. Maggie's currently our winner at $3,000. Maggie's currently our leader at $3,000, looking for $3,250. Go $3,250, bid $3,250 and $3,250. $3,000 is bid, looking for $3,250. Yes, no, we're on lot 4, right? Click out. If everybody was on the Warriors lot, click out, then click on in-home bistro. Maybe it's just not your thing. We get it. Maggie, we appreciate that it's your thing. Emily and Daniel, here's your chance to get back in and see if you really want it to be your thing. Got to bid $3,250. We're going to put up the countdown timer. Say there's 20 seconds left. 20 seconds left on lot number 4. Chance. Look, and $3,250. That would be. And I'm no math major, but that would be $325 per person to have a chef come to your house and prepare a gourmet meal. And at this point, you've probably saved up on not eating out to average them all and sold. Stop improvising and sell the lot and move on, Greg. Lot number 4 is sold. That brings us to, no surprises here, lot number 5. Majestic Montecito. And this one's a big one, right? This was a big getaway. And look, here's the chance. The opening bid on this is set at $5,000. $5,000. That usually we start the bidding at half of value, and that is less than half of value. So this is your chance to have an incredible getaway. Up to 6 people escape to Santa Barbara for an extended weekend getaway. Make your way to Montecito. You're going to spend 3 nights, 4 days in a spectacular private vacation compound is really the only way to sum this up. Only way to sum this up. The house is the ultimate in luxury. You can see the images scrolling to my right there. They're incredible views, incredible setting. It's got 4 bedrooms, gourmet kitchen, indoor, outdoor dining areas, private pool, views of the mountains and the Pacific Ocean. And look, the opening bid on this one is set at $5,000. We're still looking for the first person who wants to get away. And maybe you want to get away and you don't want to have to go that far. Well, it's not a short drive to Santa Barbara, but it's shorter than, say, trying to fly across the globe. And it feels like you're going to a completely different place because once you're there, you're going to enjoy being close to Santa Barbara. It's lovely downtown, inviting beaches, and of course, Santa Barbara's got a wondrous wine country. So 4 of you make your way to Jim Clendenin's Au Bon Climat winery, where you're going to enjoy a VIP tasting, plus lots else to do as Adam Tracy bids $5,000, and then Lacey and Steve Dunn in for $5,500, looking for 6. Go 6, bid 6, and 6. $5,500 is bid now, looking for 6, and 6. Go 6, bid 6. And there's lots of time to explore Santa Barbara. And look, it's available June of 2021 to June of 2022. Including 4th of July this year. You could go for 4th of July as Susan Pearlstein pledges bids $6,000. And if I get your name wrong in any way, shape, or form, I apologize. It's coming all from just the most lovely place, I assure you in my heart, but sometimes small font, long distance, and mouth and brain running at the same time. Dangerous combination, but Susan, we appreciate your bid. Susan's in at $6,000, looking for 65. Go 65, bid 65, and 65. Susan's in for 6,000, looking for 65. Go 65. Go 65. And look, under normal circumstances, this house rents for $5,000 a night. $5,000 a night. So not like spending $6,000 on a weekend getaway is a bargain, but relatively speaking, this is a bargain as Lacey and Steve are back in at $6,500, looking for 7. Go 7, bid 7, and 7. $6,500 is bid, now looking for 7. It's your own little slice of Southern California heaven at $6,500, now looking for 7. Go 7, bid 7, and 7. Lacey and Steve Dunn are in at $6,500, and they want us all to be done right now. This is your chance to get in back in at 7. Does anybody want to bid 7? Go 7, yes, 7, no, 7, and 7, please 7, go 7, bid 7. 6,500 has bid looking for $7,000. Yes, no, maybe so. Fair warning or off we're going to go. Last chance to bid us. Well, actually not the last chance, because what we're going to do is put up the countdown timer and say that there are 20 seconds left. So if you've been waiting for the last second to bid on this incredible Southern California majestic Montecito getaway, here is your last chance as we come down to 10, 9, 8, 7. Oh, Sasha protecting position at 7, 3, 2, 1, and done. Lot number, whatever was that? Lot number 5 is sold. Whew. That brings us to lot number 6, the BMW Racing School. All these years with John Larson, and I feel like we're just really getting to know the man. John, longtime Bridge the Gap College Prep Board member. Also, a BMW driving instructor? I feel like you've been holding out on us, John. He invites you to spend 2 days learning how to drive like an expert on one of Northern California's most expert tracks. Bring your own car to Thunder Hill Raceway in Willows, or if you don't bring your own car, you're going to have to rent a Mustang, which doesn't sound like that big of a sacrifice to me. Either way, you'll spend 2 days learning in the classroom, advanced theories of driving, and then spending time on the track putting those theories into action, all with John as your personal instructor. Beginner to advanced, John is going to teach you how to be a better driver and really show you a good time while you're out there as well. The bidding on this started at $1,000. Pamela Mann bid $1,000. Then Elizabeth Rice Grossman bid $1,500, and Pamela Mann back in at $1,600, and Ms. Elizabeth Rice Grossman is in at $2,000 looking for 21. Go 21. Bid 21 and 21. $2,000 is bid now looking for 21. Go 21. Elizabeth is in at $2,000 looking for 21. Go 21. Bid 21 and 21. $2,000 is bid looking for 21. Go 21. Bid 21 and 21. $2,000 with Elizabeth Rice Grossman looking for 2001. All in, or are we done at 2001? That's yes, no, maybe so. I'm trying to give everybody a chance to catch up where we are. Lot number 6, BMW Racing School. Then countdown timer it is. 20 seconds and rolling. Your chance to drive off. Have John teach you the ins and outs of driving a performance vehicle. It's safe, but adrenaline fun way to do it. As we say, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and done. Lot number 6 is sold, and that brings us to lot number 7, the Wildcat Ranch Estate. This is the biggie of our auction this evening. Sasha pulled out all the stops putting together our auction this evening, and this is the crown jewel, the piece de resistance. Up to 18 people embark on the most majestic, spectacular, over-the-top Rocky Mountain adventure you'll ever enjoy. Make your way to Wildcat Ranch in the village of Snowmass, where you're going to spend 4 nights, 5 days in the Mackenzie home. This is an incredible luxury retreat. 512 acres on an elk preserve. The main house you can see in the images to my right, 11,000 square feet, 7 bedrooms, 8 bathrooms, and you gotta love when the bathrooms outnumber the bedrooms. Private theater, game and exercise room, outdoor swimming pool, and more. Plus, there's a 1,200 square foot log cabin, and it's really a luxury getaway in its own right, that sleeps 6, located a quarter-mile away across the valley. So you could take your family and put your least favorite relatives a quarter-mile away, or stay a quarter-mile away and just visit the main house on your own time. All up to you. All of it, though, is just 5 minutes from Snowmass Village. World-class skiing and snowboarding, fine dining, shopping, good old-fashioned vacationing. The Mackenzie home is a destination in and of itself, right? The setting is just the icing on the cake. As Ashley Drogue kicked us off at $10,000, and Jim and Maureen Kennedy bid $12,000, and Ashley's back in at $13,000. Go 14, bid 14. Kimberly Hansink Johnson bid $14,000, looking for 15. Go 15, bid 15, and 15. $14,000 is bid now, looking for 15. Go 15, bid 15, and 15. $14,000 is bid now, looking for 15. Go 15, 15, bid 15 and 15. Yeah, that's the private theater. You can see the private theater right there. Like and that's just the theater. Let me play 11,000 square feet, 18 people. If your friends aren't watching the program right now, you can charge them more and make a profit. They'll never know. We're at $14,000 looking for $15,000. Yes, no, maybe so. Seems like the bidding made its way to where it was going to go before we got here. Last chance to bid us 15, well, not last chance. Here comes the countdown timer to announce exactly when the last chance is going to be. 18 people, $15,000. This is an incredible, go in the winter, enjoy amazing snow like you can see right to my left, my right now, or go in the summertime. Colorado has plenty to do then. The ultimate vacation without having to travel all the way across the globe. One and done. Lot number 7 is sold. And that brings us to our final auction lot of the night. Lot number 8, Blue Angels by the Bay. 6 people enjoy VIP access to the greatest show on the Bay, Fleet Week. Saturday, October 9th, meet Paul and Sarah Rechtenwald at the Tiburon Yacht Club. They're going to welcome you aboard their Grady White 305 Express powerboat. And if you need to Google it, no worries. It means big, fun, and comfortable. Take you out to enjoy the festivities from the best seats in the house. You get to watch, you want to go early and watch the parade of ships, you'll be able to do it so close you'll actually become part of the parade. Take in the entirety of the air show from so close, you'll be able to see the pilots' faces when they skim down off the water, all while enjoying a champagne picnic. Bidding on our last lot of the night started at $1,000. Ashley Drogue bid $1,000. And Shelley Brown and Ruthie in at $1,500. And Ashley bid $2,000. And Shelley Brown and Ruthie in at $2,500. And then Elizabeth Rice Grossman in at $26,000. And Ashley Drogue back in at $3,000. And Elizabeth Rice back in at $3,100, and Ashley Drogue in at $3,500. Currently, Ashley Drogue is our winning bidder right now at $3,500, looking for 36. Go 36, bid 36 and 36. 3,500 is bid now, looking for 36. Go 36, bid 36 and 36. 3,500 is bid, looking for 3,006. Looking for 3,006. Stay in the mix now, bid 36. Now stay in the mix now, bid 36. Now stay in the mix now, bid 36. Now stay in the mix now, bid 36. Fair warning, one and all to bid us at $3,600. Then countdown timer we go. 20 seconds left to bid on Blue Angels by the Bay. And look, you know it's always... the Navy picked the best time of year, right? They just know that the weather is going to be best in October. The weather's going to be great. Going to be awesome to have the Blue Angels back. You've got 5 seconds left to get your chance in to bid on this. Otherwise, Ashley Drogue is taking it away and sold. Lot number 8 is sold. And that concludes our live auction this evening. You all have done magnificent work. If you didn't get what you wanted in the auction just now, just know that our silent auction is going to be open until tomorrow at noon. In fact, we've got some great items in our silent auction, including lot 104, right? This was added just today. 104, Spontaneous Solstice. This is our instant gratification lot of the auction. If you've been coming to the event in person, you recognize this one. It has been a long-time favorite. Incredible, compound. This is the Solstice Collection Indian Gap compound on Highway 29 in Rutherford. It's got 3 master suites, each housed in its own villa with its own master bathroom. It has its own private indoor-outdoor shower and more. The main house, gourmet kitchen, shared entertainment space, private pool, just so amazing. And the bidding is going to close in a little over 22 minutes. The bidding closes at 7:30 tonight because this is only good for this weekend. So go to our silent auction, check out lot 104, or if you want to participate in the pizza party, you could check out lot 102. There are lots of other great items in the silent auction. It's going to be open. The Spontaneous Solstice closes tonight at 7:30. The rest of the silent auction is going to be open tomorrow. But I think the big question now after all of this is who's going to take home tonight's wine draw? And that information, it's way above my pay grade. So let's welcome back our MC, William. Take it away.
Greg, thank you so much. Like, honestly, I'm tired and energized at the same time just watching him. So thank you so much for an amazing job again and again. So I have the pleasure to announce the wine draw winner for this year. And so before I announce it, I just want to say 3 words to the winner. Sharing means caring, okay? Okay, that's all I need to say. So, all right, here we go with the winner. And the winner of our wine draw this year is, can I get a drum roll? Brenna Gubbins. Congratulations.
Just go. Yeah. Yep. Oh, we got caught in the transition. Oh, we got caught in the transition. Oh, thanks again, William. It's been great to be here with you, man, really. And it's been great to be with all of you watching at home as well. You've done amazing work since the last time we were here. You have pledged incredible amounts. We're over $200,000 in our appeal this evening. Marita Daly pledged $2,000. Julie Mascaroni pledged $500. Ann Buxton was in for $500. Christy Swildens pledged $2,500. Sharon Aronpour pledged $1,000. Saul Pena pledged $2,500. Allison Ann Von Lackham pledged $500. Mark Heyman pledged $2,500, and there were so many $100 pledges. We hit our challenge grant. You pushed us over the top. We appreciate each and every. Jane Thornton in for $1,000 right now. You keep the Elkanah Pulitzer pledged $10,000. Keep those pledges coming. You continue to do amazing work. We appreciate each and every one of you. Each and every pledge makes a huge difference for the students of Bridge the Gap College Prep. We appreciate you, and all of you $100 have been amazing as well. We hit the challenge grant, and our winner of the Cavallo Point drawing is, drum roll please, Michael Stallone. Congratulations, Michael. You win the Cavallo Point Cavallo Point getaway, and that wraps up the fundraising portion of the evening. You don't have to stop. You keep making pledges. The kids for Bridge the Gap College Prep appreciate each and every pledge. But that wraps up my portion of the evening. It has been, as always, my honor to be your fundraiser this evening. We look forward to seeing you all again in person soon. Until then, use your powers for good. And here to take us home and announce our second wine draw winner, because we managed to pull two. We got enough wine to do two. Here to take us on home, our multi-talented MC, William.
Oh wow, a second wine draw winner. So for the second wine draw winner, those three words go to you too. Sharing means caring. All right, so our winner of our second wine draw of the evening is, short jump roll, Alec Neal. Congratulations on winning our second wine draw of the evening. And so with that being said, as always, we thank you so much for joining us this evening for Vines and Visions virtual gala. Just so you know, because of you and your generous donation, Bridge the Gap College Prep will continue to provide quality programming for Marin City youth on their pathways to complete high school and graduate from college. Now, there's still time to donate to our Fund a Need and join in on our silent auction items that will be open until Friday at noon. So special thanks to the Vines and Visions Steering Committee for planning and orchestrating this outstanding virtual event, to our board of directors, our staff, our families, our students. I have to thank our teachers. Our teachers, thank you so much. We know that this year has been a trying year, but you stuck it out. And this goes to every educator who's looking at this camera right now. With that being said, until next year, stay safe, stay healthy, and have a great rest of your evening. Thank you.